All US presidential elections are dramatic, including the conventions, of which plenty have gone to the wire, choosing between rival candidates. But this Republican convention is arguably transformative, because delegates have a candidate who's completely reshaped the party in his image and arrived here after escaping assassination.
I stand before you in this arena only by the grace of Almighty God.
The image of Trump's defiance moments after a bullet clipped his ear is already on Republican merchandise.
And we must not criminalize dissent or demonize political disagreement, which is what's been happening in our country lately at a level that nobody has ever seen before.
Many of the delegates we've spoken to this week have noticeably avoided referencing the furore over President Joe Biden's age and fitness for office. And that's been reflected by some of the biggest hitters to appear on this convention floor.
Joe Biden screwed up, and my community paid the price.
Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, targeted Biden, but only on policy.
From the financial crisis to the Great Recession, from open borders to stagnating wages, the people who govern this country have failed and failed again.
If this convention was intended to display unity and inclusivity, some delegates didn't agree with the script.
I don't welcome everybody in this meeting. In this room, the guys up in the fake news, frankly, you guys up there in the fake news have worn out your welcome.
US Senate candidate Kari Lake's rhetoric similar in tone to the way Biden and Trump were talking about each other in the run-up to this convention.
The worst, most incompetent, most corrupt president in history.
Donald Trump is a convicted criminal.
His son is a convicted felon.
You're the sucker. You're the loser.
But if this week in Milwaukee marked something of a truce in one of the bitterest presidential election cycles in memory, for many, it was the culmination of the Republican Party's transformation.
We are not beholden to anyone or any party.
Whose base has shifted so much, a trade union leader addressed a Republican convention for the first time in its history. Trump personally shaped pledges for a second presidency that relegated an issue as sacrosanct as the federal ban on abortion from his list of priorities. But that doesn't appear to be a deterrent.
Look around. I think we're already pulled together. And I think the differences in some of the different policies and things, I think has been put aside, and then we are all together, and it's a beautiful thing.
We're more of a party for the people and also for workers, for the common Americans and not for the elites.
As delegates leave this convention considering how it will shape the rest of the presidential election, as well as a potential Donald Trump presidency, the contrast with Democrats could not be more striking as they prepare for their convention in a month's time, engulfed in crisis over their candidate. Owen Fairclough, CGTN, Milwaukee.